What's happening, everybody? Once again, we're blasting these videos out as fast as we can get them for you guys. This is the Sarasota to Fort Myers offshore fishing spots. Venice Inlet is approximately in the center. You have the bottom of the mouth of Tampa Bay is the northern boundary. The southern boundary is I don't know, around Charlotte Harbor, approximately in Redfish Pass, North Naples, right in there. So that's what this area is. To the north, if you needed a connecting spot, you'd get Tampa offshore spots from flfishingspots.com, or to the south, if you needed to butt up to these as a pair, you would get Naples offshore fishing spots from flfishingspots.com. All right, let's just take a look. We're going to pan around like we always do. Just take a look at some of the better spots. Inshore, a few reefs, stuff like that. Not all of them, as usual. We only put the ones that are actually producing fish. But as you guys know, this time of year, it's getting hot. So there is some good fishing to be had near shore. Starting at about that 50-foot mark, though, is a lot less hammering going on out that way than inshore. Just nobody really wants to make the run, and I get that completely. And you got to have the right weather to do it. You got to have enough time to do it. You got to have the boat for it, etc. But these summer days, the thunderstorms are always a worry. But even the smaller boats can get out to these ledges and stuff that are real good. We'll just pop through a couple here. RG3, it's a good area, of course. Probably most of you know where that is or know something about it. But I've got some ledges. You see here, the stuff around it that don't everybody got this stuff. There's red grouper at some of these. Some of these are AJ and grouper. You get a little past that. Kingfisher wreck. Some of you know what that is. We got some good ledges right here. Good bottom fishing. Excellent bottom fishing. And let's go up a little bit. I love a sloping ledge. This one says, comment, name of the spot, Slope South. This is a sloping hill. It says drifting bottom fishing, chum, ebb tide. That's the outgoing for those land lovers. Ebb is the outgoing. Let's get out to the real good stuff. This is at depths of around 120 to 150. You get out here, you got the good stuff here. This is where the patch bottom really starts getting, lots of little mini ledges, lots of patch bottom with fan coral and all kinds of mixed coral, potato coral, stuff like that. The good stuff, brain coral, all the good stuff. A lot more relief than the more near shore spots. They've been pounded so bad that happens. It's normal. And like this is patch 161. It says mixed low relief patch bottom for bottom fish and others. Anchor and chum if needed. And if the sharks are bad, you really don't want to chum. But if you don't got a lot of shark activity in the area and the fish are not biting, you're marking them, you might as well try to chum a little bit and get them up. You can even suspend chum. And suspend chum fishing is not a new technique. And that's where you lower a chum bag 20 to whatever depth you want it to try and get the fish up. I start at 20 or 30, most people do. And you can even drift with that. And a lot of people fish it closer to the bottom. But the closer to the bottom you get, the more chance you'll get sharks, but the better chance you'll get into some good mangrove snapper, grouper, and red snapper fishing. So all these patch say about the same thing. It's patch bottom with low relief. Watch your sonar. You'll see that on a lot of them. And if you see anything here on this patch stuff or anything, you see anything that might hold fish, any kind of bait or anything right there around the bottom or even in the column, you should probably check it out. And but anyhow, we're just going over a few of these areas. We got a lot on here. I mean, we spent a lot of time on this particular area. And pop it open. I'll tell you how many spots are on. Let's pop it up in the GPS view. And here it is. So it runs out to, there's some stuff right at 200, but most of this stuff is from inshore to 150, 160-ish. And that's, as you guys know, that's about a 40, 50 mile run depending. And but this is the GPS view. Your waypoint icons that you load into your machine from the files you get from us, your symbols probably won't be this. Some of you guys may get them, They usually appear though as X's, boxes, or fish. You can change into whatever you want though. We leave that editable, as you guys probably know if you've watched any of the videos in the past. And I'll show you some depths here. You can probably see them on the screen, but you got stuff out here. This stuff's in the 160 range, way out on the edge here. It's also known as the Western Sarasota edge. And then this is the 113, 120 break right in here. So it's about halfway between the 52 break and the 160, 170 break. Good fishing. Hard bottom is gold in the Gulf. That's where stuff is. And you guys, if you don't take the time to really hunt this stuff out and scope these spots out close when you're on them, you could miss that little piece of live bottom. You can have a live bottom piece as big as your boat. You know, maybe it'd be a 20-foot piece or a 30-foot piece of bottom, or not even that, of hard bottom. Excuse me, and it'll hold. I mean, there could be 10 or 15 gripper on that one spot, and snapper, etc. No telling. Hard bottom is the absolute good stuff in the Gulf. You guys probably already know that. So what am I doing telling you guys how to fish? But these spots will get you on some fish, no doubt. All right, well, that's just a quick overlay. Oh, and I want to show you guys real quick what comes with it. So the company folder, you won't get that, obviously. So what you do get, here's the coordinates list. So don't try to extract coordinates from the Google Earth file. I don't know why everybody kind of does that. And you're going to get a format if you do find the coordinates that will not be compatible with your GPS. Most of the time, that's in a different format because Google Earth has some inaccuracies built into it by default using the format they use. And you have coordinates list you get that matches, spots name matches, coordinates match, spots match the Google NOAA map, which works with Google Earth on most apps and most Google Earth apps on any phones and tablets, and works on computers. The Google Sat View does not show the NOAA map, it's just a plain view. Okay, and then you have the SD card files. Works with a Windows computer, not a Mac. Can't use a Mac with this. You can use a Mac with all this other stuff, and but you can't use a Mac to actually load the SD card files if you're trying to do it yourself with the DIY files. Gotta have a Windows computer for that. But at checkout, you'll see where you can add an SD card, and we'll load it for you. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to. But if you want to get on the water immediately, that's why we send these. And this comes in, you'll see this folder. This is what you'll have in it. All those brands. Okay, so you'll be able to load that to an SD card if you have a Windows computer. If not, again, we'll load it for you. We'll get it to you pretty quick. Okay, so anyhow, that's just a quick look at it. And again, this is Sarasota, Fort Myers. And runs from 0 to about 50-60 miles offshore. Overall, good coverage. Venice is about the center, Nokomis area, and good area to fish. Lots of good hard bottom out here offshore. Okay, you guys have a good day. If you have any questions, shoot us an email at gpsfishingmaps@gmail.com. As always, visit flfishingspots.com. See what's new, see what's updated. All you got to do from the menu is click Fishing Spots List or scroll straight down the page at flfishingspots.com until you see the location link list. All right, until next time, you guys have a good one and fish on. Take care, guys. See you.